Pan-Africanism is notably championed by pioneers that include George Padmore, Marcus Garvey, W.E.B. Du Bois, C.L.R. James, and closer to home, Kwame Nkrumah, Jomo Kenyatta, Mwalimu Nyerere, and our own Mangaliso Sobukwe. At its core, Pan-Africanism is a belief that African people, both on the continent and in the diaspora, share not merely a common history, but a common destiny. Pan-Africanism is a belief that African people of African descent have common interest and should be unified. As Pan-Africanists, we are committed to the overthrow of white colonial domination and the restoration of the entire continent of Africa to its rightful owners. To this very day, there is no justification of how Africa, the richest continent in the planet, yet its citizens are the poorest. Africa's resources continue being looted daily, enriching everyone else but Africans. The West continues to impose rulers and heroes upon Africa. This reminds me of an instance in when the Nigerian soccer team, who had been crowned African champions in 1994, boycotted the 1996 rendition of the Cup of Nations held in South Africa, referring to the then president of South Africa, Wan Rolihlahla, as a black president of a white country. He indeed was the darling of the West, honored with a statue that stands across that of their all-time greatest general, Lord Nelson, at the Trafalgar Square. Makes one think actually of how Britain could honor Mandela with a statue ahead of their own heroes such as Winston Churchill and others. Could it possibly be a payment for ensuring the West's interests were secured in post-apartheid South Africa, as perhaps a repayment for the pseudo-freedom we as a country were given by the colonial masters? A step in the right direction as Africa awakens is a recent comment by President Nana Addo of Ghana, where he says, open quote, "We can no longer continue to make policy for ourselves in our country, in our region, in our continent, on the basis of whatever support the Western world, or France, or the European Union can give us. It will not work. It has not worked, and it will not work. Our responsibility is to charter a path which is about how we can develop our nations ourselves." Close quote.